How about this? Our women's volleyball team is in first place in the SEC. They stomped on Tennessee last night. How about that? Some clap, one clap in the back. I like that. Yes.
John, early in the year, he was talking about if everybody follows Mike Gilchrist, this will be a team on fire. What do you mean when you say team on fire?
Yesterday in practice, he was just his level of intensity in he's DeAndre Liggins' starting point is where DeAndre finished. That's what he is right now. Only he's 6'7". He's long. He can play inside, outside. He can guard three positions or four positions for that matter, like DeAndre. He just brings a burning desire to get better. He was in the building last night like at 11 o'clock shooting. I mean, he's like the guys that I've had here who, they're chasing greatness.
Coach, I saw an article yesterday talking about you perhaps having a team that's even better than a team that just came off the Final Four. And you've had success in other places you've been.
Who said that?
I read it somewhere.
It's all the old, I read it somewhere thing.
I promise you it was legit.
I got to go. Let's go.
Do you ever even yourself marvel at the level of success and recruiting you've had here? And I know you've had recruiting somewhere else, but you and the program together, do you even stop it and think about it?
Well, last year's team, it was more that they came together as a group and a unit. That was one of the best teams I've coached. I've coached three teams like that. I coached a team at UMass like that. I coached a team. I've only had three, and that last year's team was that team. They just said, we're bringing it. I know we only have 6 guys. I know someone else maybe have more talent than we have, but it's too bad. We're winning anyway. This is different. This is kind of like my first year and a couple other years I've had where you're in a short order trying to get a group of talented players together to play. So it's, am I surprised kids want to come to Kentucky? No, not at all. I mean, I would be surprised if they wouldn't want to come. Why won't you want to come? Well,
As a follow-up, Kentucky's been here a long time.
Well, yeah. I mean, the aura of this program, the RUP, the fans, the facilities, the SEC, there's a lot of things here. And then all of a sudden they see results of other past players and what's happening for those. Why wouldn't you want to be a part of this? Now, the issue, sometimes becomes this is not for everybody. This stuff, look at you. I mean, there's, this is what it is, and they're going to feel it when they get that in there, and they're going to, when they saw 600 tents lined up around, let me be exact because I'll be misquoted. I think it was 570. What was the exact number so we don't have to have people search it out and say I misspoke? What? 550? Is it exact, or should I tell them that's an estimate? Okay. So we're going with 600. I like that one better. But when they see that for 5 days and see grandmothers and all that, they start to realize, and I really think that's one of the reasons that Michael Gilchrist is in that gym at 11 o'clock, and Brandon was, and John Wall was, and Marcus Teague, and Darius, they do this because there's a sense of, wow, this is big, and I hope I'm up for it. And that's why I think the guys perform, and they play better than people think. They go farther than people think. Then they go to the league, and they do better than people think. It's kind of this whole environment. I call it the Kentucky effect. It just kind of does it to you.
Coach, is there any rule changes, and if there's not, is there anything that you would like to see changed?
I like the arc underneath the rim. I wish it was a little bit bigger, but I like the arc because we drive the ball. And if you're in that arc, you run the guy over, and it's a block, whether he's there. It can't be your own man now. That arc's under there for the secondary defender. But we're trying to beat our man on the dribble, which means there's a secondary guy coming over. Well, if you're in that area, you don't have to worry about anything. Just run the guy over. You can't be there. The old stand under the basket and take charges, that's why they've done that arc, which I think is a good rule. Well, obviously, you know, we want to win national championships, and I want to win national championships, but I'm more concerned about these players. And let me say how I do this. So, because it's kind of like, I feel like sometimes I'm running for president because people will tell you what I'm thinking, or they'll tell you what I'm saying and what I mean by what I'm saying. When I say players first, during the season, we're concerned solely about our team. Yes, we're trying to get guys better. We're putting them in positions to help us win. During the season, it is about our team. The minute the season ends, it is about those individual players. And we help them make decisions or give them information so they can make decisions on what they want to do. I think, and again, you do right by these kids, they drag you to what you're trying to do, which is put up banners. And that's how I feel. And I just think that the pressure here, whoever's in this seat, to win, one of the things I'll tell you, I don't take this as life or death. And the reason I don't take it like it's life or death, because you die a lot. And that's game to game. I just, you know, I'm doing the best I can. I have a peace of mind that I'm doing the best I can. And I do know I'm doing it for the kids, not myself, so that I can live with myself and know that we're doing right.
What's national championship talk at? How do you temper it? How much do you like to hear it from your players? How much do you not like to hear it?
I want our guys to have peace of mind. I want to tell them that we're a talented group and they can do what they want to do. But I want them to have peace of mind that do the best you can. Do this together. Be your brother's keepers. What is supposed to happen will happen. I want them to have peace of mind. I want them to also dream big dreams. You know, I want them to think beyond their surroundings. I want them to feel good about why make them feel bad about wanting to be the best. I want you to be the best. I want our team to be the best. But in between then, where we are now, and that kind of goal is a lot of work and a lot of togetherness and a lot of sacrifice and guys having to give up some of their games and all those things. It's what we deal with. I mean, the issue here is we're doing it with freshmen. So my first year, 3 freshmen. Last year, 3 freshmen. This year, 3, 4 freshmen. Now all of a sudden, you know, and if you've ever coached this sport, you know to get freshmen to, one, play without the basketball on offense, to make hard cuts that don't really matter for the play, to make the extra pass, to not worry about stats, and then defensively play off the ball, to do all the things to help your team. It's just hard. How about to get them to talk to one another on the court? That stuff's hard, and it takes time. Last year, we lost 6 league games on the road. We couldn't win a road game. And by the end of the season, we got together, we were good, and then we were one of those teams. We were one of the 3 or 4 teams that was, you know, playing the best basketball at the end of the year.